Hey guys, how's it going? So after watching Huawei show their new fugly watch, I started thinking, hey, I really do like my Huawei watch. It's a little older. It came out back in September, so I figured why not do like a little video showing you guys how it's aged. I figured most of you people know like the specs and everything, how they, the dimensions and the battery life and everything. So I figured, hey, let me go through it and kind of just, talk about how I feel about it. And since, you guys might be thinking about upgrading or even buying this watch, like thinking, hey, it's almost 2 years old. It'll be 2 years old in September. So is it still worth the purchase? And that's where I want to come in and just kind of give you guys a quick hand with that. So naturally, the watch was amazing almost 2 years ago. Because like I said, it came out in September. Right now, we're in March. So it's about like a year and a half right now. So yeah, it was one of the best watches back then. But how is it now? And I have to say, honestly, this is probably still the best watch you can honestly buy for any Android Wear. You see more of the new Android Wear ones, and they're trying to do more like of a fitness kind of thing to it. And honestly, I don't really think those watches look nice. If you're like me, you want to wear a watch as like a timepiece. You want to show it off, wear it with like your suit or your nice long sleeve shirt. Kind of just wear it as like a piece. And but you want to still have like your Android notifications right here. You guys can still see all my stuff and everything. So if you're interested in that aspect, I couldn't recommend this watch anymore. I've used mine obviously without any protection. It's still in fantastic shape. I mean, yeah, you have your little hairline scratches, like that. But honestly, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. You can barely see it. So I have to give credit where credit's due. Huawei absolutely killed it. So I don't know what they were thinking with their new ugly watch. Unfortunately, right now it's March, and I still haven't gotten Android Wear 2.0. I'll probably do a follow-up video explaining how I feel about it. But for the most part, I mean, this watch has aged so well. The one part that I'm still insanely blown away by is the battery. I can't get over the battery life of this guy. Mine is uh, almost a year and a half old. I bought mine back, I think I want to say like in June of last year. And it still lasts me all day. I'll take it out of the charger and I won't charge this guy for 2 days. Sometimes I can even bump like 2 days and a half if I really want to go above and beyond. But it'll last me 2 whole days without charging. I literally do not charge this guy. It's absolutely crazy. And mind you, I have mine on full brightness, as you guys can see right here. Brightness, boost, boom, already at max. So at all given times, I'm like always on full brightness. This thing has been literally one of the best watches you guys can buy. Um, like I said, the stainless steel band is amazing. You can find this on Amazon for $10, dirt cheap. You literally can't go wrong. So the watch has held up really well. Like I said, it's paired up to my Huawei phone, which I'm using right now to record with. So it's still an amazing watch. Like I've said time and time again, I always get asked whenever I'm going out. Even at simple like the gas station or at the mall or at a store. I always get asked like, "Hey, what watch is that?" Which is really cool because people it genuinely looks good on the hand. Like it looks good. It matches with your whatever you're doing. Granted, it doesn't look as like good to wear at a gym. So if you're like a fitness junkie and you're wearing at the gym, like okay, it might not look so good. But the bands are removable, so if you want, just put your silicone bands on there, and you're honestly good to go. But even then, even if you're wearing it with your tracksuit, it really doesn't look all that bad. It looks like like a genuine timepiece, and people see it and they don't even know that it is a smartwatch. So when they find out that you can get your notifications on here and everything, they're always blown away by it. And so, and quite frankly, I can't blame them because to this day I still love this thing like no other. And I've upgraded. Before I had this guy, this was my Moto 360 Gen 1. It yeah, it took quite a beating. It fell off my wrist and landed on places. But so I upgraded to this guy, like I said, back in June, and I literally have never looked back. And I don't even think it's worth upgrading. If you can honestly get lucky and find this watch for around, I want to say like $200. I got lucky. I found mine for 160. If you can find it for cheaper, good for you. If not, it's worth the extra cash because there's no other Android watch I can think of that can even match this guy. Like I said, the new Huawei Watch 2 is just ugly. It looks like a big G-Shock watch. It just looks like it deserves to be like thrown off a cliff. The LG style watches are just so ugly. They're just fat and thick, and the bands are attached. And just either one, the sport or the style, they both look like absolute horrible messes. But this guy really looks like an actual watch. and you can fool everybody. And the display, like I said, is amazing. The battery life is amazing. Like I said, you guys should already know the specs if you guys have found my video. So clearly, you guys know what you're looking for. But if you guys are worried about battery life, don't. Mine's used. Mine's almost 2 years old, and it'll still last me 2 days at full brightness too. Like, I'm assuming if you go to 1 or 2 brightness, you can probably push this guy for 3 hours. I mean, 3 days easily. So, and not to mention, it charges lightning quick. I'm talking about, I've put this thing on the charger for 15 minutes, and I'll get 25%. It's literally fully charged in an hour, and that's amazing. So, like, if you take it off, you gotta go to work, take a quick shower, put it on the charger, and then leave. You're good to go. Your watch is charged. You're fine. You're ready. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. Huawei built the best Android Wear watch to date. It was a favorite in 2015. It was still the best in the slow year of 2016, and quite frankly, in 2017, I don't think it can be stopped unless Moto releases like a Moto 363. I don't think they can compare. There's no other contender because they're going for these ugly, bulky designs or like these G-Shock, sport watches. And you don't want to wear that with a suit. You don't want to wear that to a meeting or, anything like that. So you don't want to wear that. So this guy goes with most things except the gym. So like I said, I got to give credit where credit's due. Huawei absolutely killed it. If you're on the fence about buying this guy, don't be. It's an amazing watch. I can't sing its praises enough. Like, amazing screen, super bright, full brightness, amazing battery life on top of that. It doesn't die. It charges quick as hell. It holds up like no other. I've probably dinged this thing like at least 100 times, like on my mailbox, grabbing my mail, and you literally couldn't tell. Like, this guy has aged phenomenally. Like, yeah, you can see the scratches right there, but when you're outside, you're in direct sunlight, you really can't really see him that well. It's gotta be like a reflection off like regular light. But like I said, I gotta give credit. This is probably the best Android watch you can buy in 2017, and honestly, the way Android watches are looking this year, it might be the best watch for 2018. And like I said, this guy's also getting Android Wear 2.0, so it's already future-proof. It's ready to go. And, I mean, you pair it with your Huawei 6P or any other Huawei phone, you're killing it, but any Android Wear would do. So that's just basically what I'm trying to let you guys know. You guys definitely recommend this watch. It's an amazing watch. Don't hesitate to buy it. If you see it on eBay, 170, 200, even $250, I'd scoop it up because honestly, I can't think of a better watch. I mean, even like the new one, LG Watch Style, I think it's called, or Sport, whichever one it is. The smaller one is still really ugly compared to this guy. And this display might be smaller, but hey, I mean, this watch still looks really good almost 2 years later. So if you guys are hesitant, don't buy this watch ASAP.